Everyone, it's Adelaide Winterstep and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here because today I have a super highly requested video for you all, a summer barn routine. So I'm so excited to start off by sharing with you what Jorvik looks like in the summer. Aside from, of course, all of the wildflowers and nature, there's also traveling and vacations and going out with friends and going to the city and shopping. But for me, I have to wake up at 6 a.m. every single morning, even on weekends. And it does get tiresome, yes, but as a barn person and a morning person, I find it kind of like feasible, so I enjoy it. I then go ahead and put on some makeup as well as do my hair in the process. I love feeling prepped and cute when I go to the barn. It just makes me feel more confident throughout the day. Before I leave the house, of course, I put on my helmet as well as my gloves and my sunglasses because, guys, today is hot and sunny and we're not about to go without eye protection, of course. Before I go to the barn, I have to go get some breakfast at my local cafe, which is so cozy and cute, and I usually get an everything bagel with some tea and cream, and it's so delicious. Once I'm at the barn, I'm usually really social. I get my banter and laughs out in the morning, kind of get the social part out of the way because I will be exhausted by the end of the day and will not talk to anyone. And after this, I head to the barn to go get my to-do list for the day, which for today in particular was very heavy, and it really got me because I'm exhausted and now I have to do all these things on the list. And so it kind of gave me a mini mental breakdown, but we were ready. We're gonna go get it. We're gonna do it. The morning starts with me watering all the horses. It sounds like plants, that's alright. But anyways, and then also filling up all the hay nets, as well as picking up a pooper scooper and just going at it at the stalls for about half an hour to an hour. This particular morning, we had a very muddy pony come out of the paddock, so I had to groom this guy and completely hose him down. But he's doing better, and I think he was pretty proud of himself for rolling in the mud. So, yeah, great ponies. I also am in charge of particular pastures for switching out horses every few hours and also lunging particular horses. Sometimes owners are gone during the summer, so I have to kind of get their horses exercised in the lightest way possible while they're gone for a few weeks at a time. This morning I had a lesson to teach for Mia, one of my intermediate students, and my horse Amy, which you will know. Amy's been doing really great. I've had her teach a lot of my lessons lately, and she's just so perfect for teaching these students the buttons, doing things like lead changes, simple and flying, and half passes, side passes, things like that. She's just got those little buttons that help train my students what to press so they know for their future rides. And Mia's been doing amazing. She's only been with me for about 4 or 5 months, and she's already so talented in cantering, and I'm just so impressed with her abilities. So she shows some super duper In the midst of all of this, I usually get some me time at least, at the barn to work on my own personal horses, and this particular week my friend had her horse Airbender that needed to be worked. And as tired as I was, I decided I'm gonna slap on some boots and I'm gonna go out to the barn. And Airbender is adorable, aka Ben. He's so handsome. He's this black thoroughbred gelding, and he's actually an off-the-track thoroughbred horse, and she did off-the-track thoroughbred makeover with him. Kind of makes me want to get an off-the-track thoroughbred, hint hint, but I told myself I wasn't going to train any more horses until I'm done with the baby, which is going to be quite a few years. But in the meantime, I got to actually ride this horse, and he is just impeccable. This horse has only actually been off the track now for about 6 to 7 months. He's been ridden in that time and trained by my friend, and he's gained so much skill and talent. And I had this like pre-notion that since he is this thoroughbred, he was going to be hot and kind of ready and funky, but he was actually so temporal. Is that a word? That's not a word. But he was so calm. Temperate? Yes, I think that's a word. But he was just so calm and chilled out, and I decided to pop a few jumps with him. He's really casual. He could really do anything, and he's not even that old. I think he's like 6 or 7 years old. So he was just a great time, and I'm actually considering for myself, you know, maybe I should just go out and get myself a thoroughbred, because why not at this point? You guys know me. I love training new horses. Let's do it. Now, this particular day was so hot, guys. I think it was like 90 degrees or something. No, it was probably like 80, but I'm being over dramatic. So I gave him a rinse to kind of cool him down and chill out. In the meantime, I usually give my horses treats after every lesson, and lately I've been so into the alimented treats from Wolf Saddlery. I'll link them down below. They're an awesome tack shop, and I really like the coconut mint and licorice snacks, and they are just so great, and my horses love them, and they're just great for them. So I really recommend them. Go ahead and check out that tack shop. They have awesome edits of everything, and you guys will have a blast because their products are impeccable. Now, usually at this point, it's about 1 to 2 p.m., so I actually have to go get some lunch. Sometimes I forget lunch, which is not good. But today, actually, I had a luncheon to remind me, and I was so stoked because they had free vegan and vegetarian food. And of course, you know me, I went nuts and ballistic. And look at this view, guys. Look at the trams, look at Silverglade Equestrian. This is life. I'm just living it up. Okay, so if you've been following me on Instagram, you'll know that I recently got married. I have a husband, and I also just had a kid. So a lot of stuff's been going on. I've been really busy, and usually I only work half days now at the barn because of it. But Justin told me, okay, take the day off. I'll take care of Margot, and so I got some me time, which is awesome. I decided to go to the apple orchards today and just listen to how beautiful it is. Guys, do you hear that? Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful at the apple orchards. I just changed to some comfy clothes and went out for a walk. Usually I pick some of the apples because they're free of charge, and so I get a bucket or two. And I also really enjoy just watching the nature. In this particular scene, there were a few horses out. It also doubles as a pasture, so you can just kind of roam around. Additionally, I brought with me some of my favorite novels lately, recommended to me by a friend named Linda, and I've just been having such a great time reading up on all these and catching up on some of the greatest books ever. So usually I just grab a seat and chill out for the rest of the afternoon. Nothing beats the beauty of an orchard and this beautiful sunny summer weather. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. This was a fantastic end to an absolutely exhausting day, and I'll see you all next time.